Yo, what's going on, people? What's going on? How you live? How you feel? Man, I think I'm gonna make some people mad tonight. That's not my intent, but that kind of what happens. Um, that kind of that kind of what happens. People be mad at me for all type of reasons. Y'all just go to the YouTube, man. Y'all can jump on the chat on the YouTube. And I was just trying to have a discussion. I was talking about this earlier today about being with a woman that is pro woman. Is there any benefits of being with a woman that is pro woman? Amen. Are there any benefits to it? Folks who on Facebook, man, you can go to my YouTube, man. Go to the link right there. And I honestly want y'all to call in before I say my part. Cause I think if I just say my part, y'all gonna be mad at it. Y'all gonna be y'all, y'all gonna be mad. Good evening. Good evening. Do y'all believe that there's any benefits of being with a woman that is pro woman? And if you believe that there's benefits, I would love to know what those benefits are. If anybody can articulate that for me, and you want to call in and say your piece, that's cool. If you want to type it, that's fine. You feel me? Either or. I just want to see. I think I should. I'm just gonna say my part because y'all. I feel like y'all just gonna be waiting because for some reason, folk be terrified to talk to me. I don't know what it is. But me personally, I do not believe I could be with a woman that is pro woman. And I mean by pro woman, some people call it a feminist, but I don't want to use the word feminist because I believe that they can have, different like meanings to it depending on who you talk to. But like a woman that's pro woman, like no matter what it is, she gonna ride with women. That don't matter what it is, she gonna ride with women. Mm. I can't do it. I refuse to do it. You can tell her it can be something so like logical, but as long as it's a woman, it doesn't matter because I'm a man, she's a woman, I'm wrong. Can I elaborate on that's what can I elaborate? Like when I jump on social media, I see more women that's pro woman than I do anything. Prime example with this Jada Pickett Smith thing. Before, just because she was a woman, people made it seem like, oh my gosh, she's just so hurt. And y'all rationalized and made it seem like Will Smith did something. What he did was right. That's what I mean by pro woman. When I see a man accused of something, you don't have to have any evidence. If a woman said it, you believe it because she's a woman. It don't matter about once they find out that he's innocent. It don't matter. As long as a woman says something, you're gonna ride with that woman. And being completely honest with you, I see more women like that than I see of any other woman. It's like, at what point? At what point does logic just go out the window? At what point do you be completely honest? What person wants to deal with somebody that just because you a man, you wrong? Because she gonna ride with the women. And it was that not a great um you know breakdown of what a woman what a pro women be? Don't matter what it is, she gonna ride. Don't matter what it is, she gonna ride. Girl, cause you know how these men be. You know how they be, girl. You know. Mm-mm. Hell no. Hell no. I can't do it. And then on top of that, this the thing that gets me when it comes to these pro. I've seen when I listen to women that's pro women, they don't. It's like it's only that one side. You feel me? It's only that one side that real terrible situation that they've experienced or they heard their friends experience. Like, okay, I understand it, it's cool, but y'all do know men experience the same things. While also saying they want to understand men, but how can you understand men when you just pro women? How can you possibly say that you want to understand why men do what they do, but you just pro you a woman that say that women supposed to because she's a woman, that's why. What? Because she a woman. When it came to this Jada Pickett, I don't want to talk about these folks no more. But that's the earliest, the latest example. You got talking about she got alopecia. That's a serious disease. Y'all don't have no remorse when it's a man. You only care because it's a woman. I can't make this up. I can't. You only care because it's a woman. Now, matter of fact, you care because it's a black woman. All the men that losing their hair on a day-to-day basis, you make fun of them, you talk down to them, you do all that, but it's the fact that it's a black woman. That's the moment. Oh, it's wrong then. That's what I mean by pro woman. Things are. That's what I mean. See, I knew y'all weren't gonna like this one tonight. Cause this is the majority. See, I can't if y'all on the Facebook or I can't see y'all comments. You got to go to the YouTube. I put the link right there so y'all can go to the YouTube. I can't see y'all comments, man. Matter of fact, and if I'm wrong, I'm finna put the number up right now. We gonna keep wasting time. If I'm wrong, you can call in. You can call in right there. Go to the number right there. If I'm wrong about how it is, you can call in or you can jump on the video chat. You click that link right there. You can come in and say your piece. I know some of y'all wanna say your piece. Cause when I listen, I'm gonna be 1,000 with y'all, man. When I sit back and not have conversation with different people, different men, different women, I see more men that are serious about being in long-term relationships than I do women. And it's just from the seat that I sit in. When women are consistently DMing me, asking me certain things, or guys asking me certain things, there are more men that are trying to be in something serious and long-term than there are women. When I talk to women, they think that they are above everything. You can't tell them nothing. They can do whatever they want to do. It's like just that mindset alone, you're not ready for nothing serious. You're not ready for nothing long term. Impossible. If you think you can be able to go out here and do whatever you want to do, whenever you want to do it, how you want to do it, even when you got kids, you're not ready for nothing long term. You playing. You want cute stuff. You want to be able to lay up and you want to be able to lay up. You want to be able to just bake cases and all that. You ain't ready for nothing serious. You heard a lot of gagging. While saying these men ain't that, these men ain't that. I'm like, God damn. Hold on, somebody calling in. Somebody calling. Let's see what's going on, y'all.
From Tamara.
Okay.
To accept, press 1. To send.
Hey, what's going on? How you doing?
Hi, Jeremy. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. So you got an opinion on
That's good.
what I'm talking about?
Okay.
Hello?
Everything fine?
Yeah, I'm listening. I can't like you wasn't saying that. I was listening to you. I'm waiting on you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were saying I didn't want to interrupt you.
No, I'm waiting on you to talk.
Let's first. Yeah, my name's Tamara. I'm from North Carolina.
Okay, North Carolina.
Hey, but you were saying as far as the pro woman aspect. Now, me personally, it really depends on the individual's definition of such. Me personally, I don't really feel like those contexts should be used because it causes controversy.
Exactly.
Um, due to the factors of like as soon as I mean when I saw it and you went live and stuff, I always try to you know show that support for you. I love your content
Appreciate that.
and oh yes sir, yes sir. You don't say no lies that I
Hmm.
saw, but it's just when I saw pro women, I said, "Oh Lord, feminist again." And and they would say I'm a woman. So I'm sorry, I do get a little oh Lord when I see it because the term alpha and omega. Um, I tell women all the time, men are the alphas. There's no way impossible that he should. You can't take both roles.
So you think so?
Everyone has their part.
So you saying
So
there's no alpha women, no alpha females?
there's no such thing. The reason why I say that is because obviously the term alpha and omega. So what I'm saying is pretty much it's like this. Men set the tone or I don't want to throw like biblical stuff out there because people got their religion and their thing or whatever, but I do look at it like they are in this form of the walking, they would say messiahs, the messengers, the ones who uh, put things in order. That's a man's job. Enforcing law, making sure everyone is being treated fairly. That's how I look. When I see a melanated man, that's what I see, regardless of his past. He is who he is. No one can actually take that. It depends on him to activate that. Now, as far as Omega, I always tell ladies, really acting in that power it's more like silence is deadly. Sealing the deal in a way where you just being present is actually the voice. Because with him doing what he needs to do as far as him being alpha, because I'm sorry, there's no such thing.
So you saying so?
Get
I
mad
just
at me, ladies. I don't
yeah,
care.
yeah, they get mad
There's
at
no
you.
such thing as an alpha.
It's
Hmm.
yeah, they get mad at you. Hold on one second. Yeah, you have to. The only way you can hear her is on YouTube. If you're not on YouTube, you can't hear what she's saying. That's why I say go to YouTube. Um, but I think you're gonna make a lot of women upset because we in a society to where, and this is the thing. When I said the pro woman, I don't think people really call it pro woman. I just when I sit back and I look at how one sided, um, how how I see so many women. It's not that men don't do this, but I see more
Hmm.
women that it doesn't matter what it is. If it's a woman, they ride with her, and it's like, what do you call it? Like if it no matter what her actions is, she's a woman. If she says something, she do something. Like even with this the Meg Thee Stallion and or Tory Lanez, like immediately when
Hmm.
it comes out, they automatically gonna jump because he's a guy. And then before they know any of the
Right.
facts, they saying, "Oh, lock him up, lock him up." You don't know no facts at all. The only thing you see is what
Hmm.
was allegedly happened, and the only thing that you have is the fact that a woman said it, and it's a man. Lock him up, and it's like that's what do we call those type of women? Because that's what I see all the time. So
They're culture killers.
they're culture killers. What you mean culture
They're
killer?
culture killers.
Like, what does that mean?
For one, right. See, like it goes back to that alpha and omega because there's a format, a formula in how you're supposed to execute in unity, as they would say, man and woman. So, uh, and excuse me for how I pronounce words. I'm a bit of a legalese head. I'm sorry. So yeah, the whole thing of how you were correlating everything, it goes back to these types of women. They usually have like daddy issues, abandonment issues. A lot of these women need to do what they call, I hate to get a little spiritual, some people don't like it, but shadow work is needed for those individuals. I have, my father, he could have did a little more. I still appreciate what he's done, but I don't go around, kind of vindicting the fact of what one or a couple of men have done. See, it's that let go problem. Um, and I mean, unfortunately, okay, there are some men that don't really correlate with helping the situation either, but staying on topic, it's more on the note of women really set the tone. It's like when he comes home from work, he can come home, period. He don't even have to be working or anything. Literally, with the woman's mood and attitude, it sets the tone for everybody. So with her role, until she realizes you have a very significant, and you really shouldn't look at it as men are trying to take our they would say our place, or really they just need to find that right kind of man who is willing to let them be a woman, and also understand that I can know I'm a man. I have to be who I am. Like
Listen, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm so
I
confused
had
right now.
I had a conversation with a I just got out of interpersonal communication class, and that's we were talking about listening. A lot of times, a lot of us, I have a listening problem at times, but
I
that's something that melanated women need to work on
yeah,
as
I
a unit.
yeah,
As a unit.
I was trying to keep up with you, and I'm not gonna lie, you confused me like 8 times. I was trying to I was trying to listen and try to get where you were going with it, but I don't know where you was going with it at all.
Well, I'm sorry about that.
I'm like,
If
you
I
fine, you fine.
said something that got you.
I was trying to let it happen, and I was like, okay, I'm trying to see how she's gonna bring it to what you said about women being culture killers, like when because what I asked, because my thing is like I just said pro woman because like I say I don't know the term of what it is. It's just what I when people say they pro something, they're typically gonna go with that. Like when you say you pro black, you typically gonna go with black. You know what I mean? Doesn't mean you just like anybody else, but you do what you gonna ride with is black. And I say pro woman because it's like a lot of women, it doesn't matter what it is, they're just gonna ride with women. And it's cool, I get it, but it's like at the end of the day, like why would anybody be with that? Why would any man be with that woman if that is her mindset? Like me personally, I'm into black women. I could not be with a woman
Mm-hmm.
that is a woman that rides with women. I want a woman that rides with the culture. You understand? I want a woman that rides with,
Mm-hmm.
black people. So she understands the fact. She understands
Mm-hmm.
she understands about, being with somebody. I'm sorry, somebody calling again. But she understands,
No, it's okay.
the ins and outs of being with somebody, like having a whole family. She's just not out here trying to be no hot girl and all that other stuff. She understands the process and what it takes. Like with all the things you were speaking about, like sound like you're very traditional, but it's like you have a lot of values. And if I feel like nowadays a lot of women may not have those. And it's not that men automatically have those, but like I said, in the seat that I sit in, I see more men that has
Mm-hmm.
these traditional values. And it's like the women like, oh, we just going we finna turn up and do whatever we want to do.
Right.
And it's like nobody, I don't really see anybody saying anything
Mhm.
like that is wrong. Because they are women, they can do what they want to do. She can do things. I get it, but at the same time, like, what we doing though? Like what is the purpose? Why are we why is it so acceptable for a woman to be showing her body all over TikTok and whatever just to get
Mhm.
some likes, and you have children on this app. You understand? Like you got
Yeah.
like and you, like and it's like,
Mhm.
oh, we're not supposed to say nothing. We're supposed to look at these women like we're supposed to. We love them and gonna marry these. We're like, no, we're not. We no matter how bad you say it, we not gonna do that. But I appreciate
And
you
it goes.
calling,
Oh,
huh?
sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. It just goes back to that around the civil rights. So we really didn't have these issues, yo. We really didn't until around the civil rights timing when they had to figure out a way to divide and conquer. And this is why I'm gonna end it, because I don't want to, take time from somebody else being able to speak their piece. But it just goes back. pretty much we didn't have these issues until around that time in pretty much the 1960s and in pretty much 1950s until pretty much now, present. So it's pretty much around that time when civil rights pretty much was implemented. They had to figure out a way because that's when we started realizing, okay, we need to start being more of a unity. So the men were trying to set the tone as they should, and their wives or whatnot were supporting. So in an instant of everything, pretty much, they had to divide and conquer. They spent what they would say, what house, I don't like these terms, but people would say a house, so-called Negro, whatever, those types. Anyway, they sent one in that was working with, pretty much they would say what, the oppressor, however they see that. Anyway, long story short, it was implemented to be in a melanated woman's ear about how other women are being treated because that's what they were experiencing. But us as melanated women, we were not experiencing those experiences.
Yeah.
So this is really what implemented that. Malcolm X.
We kind of, huh?
I'm sorry. I was just gonna say Malcolm X was very adamant about how he would say the melanated woman is most disrespected. In a way, yes, but around that time, it was mostly because of a lot of secrecy with men trying to turn themselves into they would say women or
what
the
is
fact
that
there was.
But what does they got to do with, like, we can't go back. I feel like at this point we know where it came from. I feel like at this point we know how we got to this point. But at the end of the day, we are here now. And then now what?
Well, see, that's what I'm getting at. These things are still going on. So
it's kind of hard to I'm trying to understand and stay with you, but it's like you kind of all over the place a little bit, like trying to like.
It's more like right, but it's more like in order for you to get that, you're gonna have to listen to me.
Huh?
So we could, in order for you to get what I'm meaning, you're gonna have to listen to me. As far as what I'm meaning, as far as things that were going on, like they still do, like women having melanated women, as far as being in the hospitals or whatnot, going through pain, not really getting their needs, and then the melanated man looking at his woman in pain, all those things as far as being brought into it is the reason for these pro-woman movements, because they felt as if certain individuals, mostly the melanated man, was not so-called taken care of or making sure she was safe, all these things, because it goes back to that Jada Will concept. Because after the fact of him slapping Chris Rock, for example, because of insulting his wife or whatnot, then it gets portrayed media that she didn't, she told him verbally, so-called, she didn't appreciate him doing that. So I'm just ended like this. We need to stop worrying. We need to stop looking at and worrying about all these other individuals like Megan Thee Stallion and all their propaganda. And we need to just really sit and worry about and pretty much give attention towards those individuals who actually promote how we are supposed to conduct ourselves. Or if you don't want to listen to or have someone to look up to, you can definitely work on self. Getting involved into the community where melanated families can understand, understand. So we're sick of the understanding. I think we're past that point where unity is really how we are going to survive in this. Especially when it comes to culture killing.
Now we finally got somewhere, and I appreciate you saying it. The end. That's what I was trying to get you to get to.
I'm sorry. I have a tendency of going. I'm learning how to control my everywhere thing.
Yeah, because you was bouncing. I feel like because you kept giving so many different examples is why people were getting confused, and you would cut off an example to do another example. Malcolm X, though, then you got the like you just kept going everywhere. It's kind of hard to keep up if you not sticking like pinpointing exactly what you're saying, your example, then why you even gave your example to get to your bigger overall point. It was like you was going with it.
Mm-hmm.
But I appreciate you joining.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see if I can get someone else on.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. You have a good one.
You too.
All right. Bye.
Call from.
All right, man. That was a lot. I got some people in the lobby, man. Let me see if I can bring some people on. Hey, how you doing? Hold on.
I am so confused. You got to catch me up.
Yeah, I was confused myself. Anybody who's watching, man, you can hear these people on YouTube. You got to go to YouTube. Yeah, you got to go to YouTube.
I'm on YouTube because I couldn't hear you on Facebook.
Yeah, I'm saying I'm still streaming on my other phones. But yeah, I was confused. I didn't know what was going on. I was trying to give her the benefit, and it's not nothing that she was saying was wrong. I don't want it to come off like what she's saying was wrong. It was just I couldn't keep up with exactly where she was going with it. But what's your opinion on it? Because we got you and we got Travis in here.
Jeremy, I watch you, I follow you, you're cool, but this is my input. I'm gonna jump off real quick. Okay. Honestly, this is just I'm old school, but I think that men should lead, y'all. We women, we just do too much sometimes. I'm sorry. That's just my input, and I'm out.
Okay.
All right. I was trying to say this in the comments earlier.
Yeah.
And I think the term you're looking for is when women believe all women, like no matter what they say.
Yeah, but what's the term for that though?
I think that's what that term is called. Like if you type it in, it's called believe all women or believe women. That's that term.
Oh, you mean that movement? That movement that
yeah. Is that what you meant? That's what I was trying to figure out.
I mean, I wasn't trying to do like a movement. I was just trying to identify what I see. And I don't think all the women who do it, because I honestly believe that it's a subconscious thing that they do. I don't think it's like, oh, we're part of this movement.
We're gonna do. No, I get you on that. Like, they don't do it on purpose.
Yeah, but it's like I was just trying to figure out, like, excuse me, it's so many women that unconsciously automatically support the women, and it's like, bro, that's hurting us more than anything.
Yeah,
you know, like you automatically don't support her just because she's a woman. You automatically don't say something's wrong because it was a woman. It's automatic. It's like right now this thing, I guess this OnlyFans model. You know, I only probably seen it, heard it. The white girl stabbed she I don't think I can talk about it on YouTube, but yeah, she did some things to her boyfriend. He's no longer here, and he was a black guy. She's a white girl, and she's currently not facing no charges. And one of the things that I said, I was like, well, that's one of the reasons why I only talk to black women, and and that didn't go away with people. But it was like, I'm only saying that because if a black woman decided to do something like that to a man, she would get consequences. Another woman, the other woman, would not get it. She's not getting any consequences. You know what I mean? It's because of her race.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying, I say that to say, like, my thing is, I'm more of a person that's about right and wrong, you know, like logic. And if you're talking to a person it doesn't matter what the logic is, you're wrong if you a guy, you right if you a woman. What is the benefits of being with a woman like this? So I just thought I just called it pro woman. You just pro woman. You just gonna
I'm with you on that. So I'm pretty much agreeing on you, because I couldn't do it either. Like, I even stated that's how breakups happen anyway. Like,
yeah,
like if you have an argument with something, they go to their friends, their other women friends, and they be feeding them all types of stuff, and they're gonna believe their friends over you.
Thanks.
And what can the guy do to explain himself, whatever the situation is, when you're only believing the other female friend, and you're not even gonna try to discuss with the girl with her man or anything like that?
Absolutely.
And just say you're completely wrong, that this is what it is. And there's like, No, I totally get what you're understanding. Like I was trying to figure out the term for you. That was all.
Yeah, bro. And like I was trying to, explain it. Like I said, I've seen, and I feel like that is hurting us more than we want to give it credit for.
Yeah.
I think how we in an age where Black women are above any type of criticism. They're above any type of, like, nobody can say nothing to them. Oh, you a man, you can't say. But who's the person who's gonna tell y'all what's like the right for wrong? I don't think it should be coming from men. I honestly think other women should be telling other women, like, that's not right. That's not how you handle that situation. How you
like confrontation though.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, so at one point, it like if we men that won't, and it's not all Black women, but if we men that women saying how men don't want nothing long term, but it's like, what look at what we seeing from the women nowadays. Why would we want anything long term with how a lot of these women are parading around? Well, that's cool. That's how y'all want to move. Y'all on some short term stuff, cool. But it's like, I don't understand, like, the method behind it. Because at the end of the day, the guy that you say you want don't want you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then when guys tell them, when guys are telling women like, hey, this is not what it is, the response is literally, we don't do it for y'all. We know that's why y'all don't get us. That's the reason why we're not committing to you. That's why we're not settling down with you, because you don't do nothing for us while you're saying we're supposed to do things for you.
Oh, supposed to do everything apparently.
Yeah. See, I ain't want to tell the whole truth, but we supposed to do literally all these things for you, and you can't even just accept your natural looks for him. Just accept your natural looks for him. I don't do this for you. I did it for me. Like, so what do you do for him then? I don't understand.
No, I never got that experience. But I'm gonna hop off though. I just
want
to have that. All right, peace out, bro.
Man. Who want to call back in? I bet I know I had to unplug it. Y'all can call back in, man. At some point, we got to be honest, y'all. At some point, we got to be honest. Well, I know it's some women, y'all. I know y'all on Instagram. Y'all have to go to YouTube to hear the conversation. If you're on Instagram or Facebook, you're not gonna hear. Be happy. What did you mean? What does be happy mean?
Call from Devion.
Let's see what's going on, y'all. Hey, what's going on?
Hey, Jeremy, how are you?
I'm doing fantastic. How are you?
I'm fantastic as well. I am definitely agreeing with you. Sorry, the echo. My thing is that the question that you're looking for, if you have, well, I'm going to use me as an example. Like, I have a female friend, and he is very toxic. And he expects from me, because I'm her friend, that I'm supposed to agree with everything I'm supposed to be that ride or die girl. You know how us women be.
Absolutely.
And that's not the case. If you're going wrong, you're wrong.
Absolutely.
And I think it's such a double standard when you like, no, girl, you're wrong. Like, what are you doing? But you wonder why you get cheated on. But you wonder why that you have 3 kids and you're still not with your, the child father.
Tough.
Because you just automatically in your mind thinking he's supposed to do everything. No, if you cook for him, if you take care of him, he's gonna take care of you. And I'm the only female. I have 2 brothers, and my brothers told me men kind of really love harder than women. We just don't really kind of show it like we should. But when y'all men love, y'all love deep.
I see, and
some women, you could take us to a $200 expensive restaurant. Oh, he loved me, girl. He bought me some Gucci. That's not love.
Let's put that in the open. Let's go and put that in the open. To be completely honest, most women don't love men. And that's what I mean by that. Most women love relationships, which is why they typically are in men.
They like the thought of relationships.
Yeah, they don't. It's not the man. It's not him as an individual, which is why she's consistently with somebody new. She's consistent. It don't take her long to move on to somebody else. It's not a period in her life where she's been single for a long, like, years. Oh, she's typically single for a few months or so, but she's still conversing with other guys, or she's still doing relationship type things with another guy. Most women don't love guys. See, at the end of the day, most men, I'm gonna say every guy, but most men, as women know, we don't just commit like that. It's a reason why we don't commit like that. So a lot of guys are so protective of themselves, and they don't want to put themselves in a situation to where he gonna get hurt. So, and a lot of guys be like, because how hard they do love, and it's like to be with somebody that you love, and they one of these women that walk around here and believe they don't supposed to do anything besides be cute, and then mad when he cheats on you. And then this last thing before I let you finish. If you a woman that brings beauty to the table, and that's what you think is gonna be good enough, you do realize if he's with you because how you look, he is going to.
That's it.
He's going to leave you. He's gonna cheat on you.
That's it.
Why are you surprised? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
And why are you so shocked? This is my point. I'm sorry if I cut you off. I apologize.
You good?
Like, why are you so shocked? Girl, I can't believe. Okay, but you made a comment earlier, and I've been watching you since long time, 06, 07, long time. And I'm not gonna lie, you helped me to realize a lot of stuff in me as a woman. Like, wait a minute, don't no man want a woman that can't listen.
Yeah.
That you always have to be right. You know what I mean? And I think what it is, you made a comment earlier, like, you on Facebook, you in your little booty shorts, doing your little hot girl, whatever, but a man gonna look at you, yeah. You got the body, girl, yeah. You paid that little nice $20,000 for that booty, yeah. I mean, for the nice little lift, yeah. You gonna be getting some numbers, but after the day, guess what? Another 3 weeks, another 3 months, you're gonna be back at square one.
Facts. Like,
you're gonna be back in square one, and I'm real. I listen. I'm all about facts. I'm all about you're right, you're wrong, period. That's how you be able to have a long, successful, healthy relationship or whatever. It could be a friendship, whatever the case may be. But to your question, because I got confused too, I'm going to leave that alone. But the question is that there's no benefit in dating a woman that has that woman pro, because you're going to be one-sided. Then how you expect to be in a relationship? Because a relationship means you have something related to the next person that y'all be able to, oh, you know what? I never look at it that way.
Right.
You know what? You're right. I was just in my feelings at the moment, but now that I calmed down, and now that I realized that I was just going off on my emotions, guess what? You was right all along. Yeah. But that's my answer. That definitely you are not getting nothing but a nice little good time.
Yeah, and honestly,
that's it.
And honestly,
your thing.
And honestly, if I can be honest with you, if I can be completely honest with y'all, most women, the majority of the women, the majority of the women that I run across are typically only a good time, only for that moment. And it's not to say they bad women, like there's women that I've talked to, and I feel like they were good women, but it was like, you don't know how to be with a man though. You don't.
Right.
You so independent, you so focused on, how much money you make, which is fine, fantastic, but you don't have no type of skill sets when it comes to being with a man, right? And it's like, I'm cool on that. The only thing that you know about being with a man is being with your ex, and now you're gonna treat me like your ex. Like, no, I don't want to be treated like your ex. I want to be treated like a man. I want to be treated like an individual. And being that a lot of women don't know how to do that, and it's like, and then you have other women telling these women that, oh, that's the way you're supposed to do it.
That's where I'm coming from. I'm sorry, ladies. I'm sorry. I'm about that. I'm sorry. When we be in a class, girl, why would you let him? If it was me, you know how it is. I mean, if it was me, I wouldn't never. Go ahead, Jimmy. I agree with you.
Yeah, but I appreciate you joining. I'm gonna see if I can get someone else on.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
All right. Bye. Hey, man, we gotta do better. We gotta do better, y'all. Let me see if I get some of y'all comments, man. I tried to ditch y'all join the chat. Y'all click that link. Y'all can join the chat. You ain't just gotta call in. Like, it's gonna actually show your face though. If you click this link right here. I'm trying to go more live or do more YouTube lives, man. Cause I've been doing lives for a long time and talking to people, but it's like, nah, I'm cool. I can't keep doing it on Instagram and Facebook. But it is what it is. Every woman is beautiful. Every woman is beautiful, and only a few. I feel you, but if I can be honest, man, like, and just if ladies, I honestly believe that we're in a day and age now to more women they don't want like something serious with a man. They want a lot of men. If that makes any sense, like I see more women infatuated with social media. Like, I'm gonna be 1,000. I'm gonna be 100 with y'all. If can I be honest with y'all? Can I tell y'all what guys talk about? I'm gonna say guys. Can I tell y'all what men talk about? Can I do that? If any man watching, I ain't got that many folks watching, but if any man is watching, can I tell y'all what men talk about? I'm waiting on the comment. I don't know how y'all moving right now. And y'all can call in too. But what men talk about, a woman who's heavy on social media for a lot of men and I'm around men that make a lot of money. You feel me? I'm around men that got $1 million houses, $200,000 cars, stuff like that. They don't want women that's heavy on social media. Not that you have followers, but if you consistently post, if you one of those women, you have to show you posting stories every day.
Call from
Hate that.
Sean Johnson.
To accept, press 1. To send a
What's going on?
How's it going?
Huh?
Oh, wow. I didn't actually expect you to answer. I'm not going to lie.
You What's going on, bro?
Now, I realize that the broadcast is a little off from what I can see and from what I'm saying. I'm not sure if anybody's actually brought it up yet. Mm-hmm. But it's just my own personal little 2 cents. And I'm not going to try to speak for every woman out there. That's not my place to do so. All I'm speaking towards is the women that I've come across in my experience when it comes to trying to find that relationship that lasts for me.
Yeah.
But I've noticed that it's more women are more infatuated with the show that the relationship provides than being in the relationship. And what I mean by that is more on the lines of, girl, you see, my man can take me out and do this and blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Or one of those
facts.
When it comes to actually taking care of your man, it is just there to be able to show I did this.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense.
No, it makes perfect sense.
It's like that. I apologize. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No. I cut you off. I was telling you, go ahead.
And I'm saying, and that is what, now I can't say every woman is done, but that is what I have noticed very particularly from the ladies that I've ran into. And then when it comes to the point that you realize it and you bring it up, then it goes from the one in the show to dodging the accountability. Like, you can't even admit to the fact that you were just doing it for a show.
And see, and look, but this is the thing. This is the thing. And just by you saying it dawned on me of how many women like really only be with men just to compete with other women. Like
exactly. That's what I mean by the show.
Exactly. What I'm saying, like when you saying it's like that make perfect sense, because they literally like gave my man, but he do this, he do this, he do this, and like I've seen so many women mess their relationships up because of what she wanted from her. Like her friends came to her and told her where I'll give me and my band we just came back from Jamaica, did it in the third, and they ain't been in Jamaica, so now she feels some type of way. Now she want him to go do something, and it's like,
right
now it's creating problems because you trying to compete with somebody else versus you just be in your relationship. And like now we in a day and age where they want to post everything. So it's not the fact that she's with you because she loves going to be with you. She with you so she can just show the world that she got somebody that's doing this for her.
Exactly. I was
tough.
actually just about to bring that up. Is like, think about how many times that a woman has her man take her on a vacation, but he's nowhere in the pictures that she posts.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
It's like this man took you to Italy and you're on a beach with him, but somehow he's nowhere in the pictures. It's like hashtag living my best life.
Yeah, like she came out of her pocket, like she did it. Yeah,
I understand. I'm not saying that to sound bitter or anything. It's
more
on the lines of bringing actual reality. I mean, that light to the reality of it.
And like we saying, and it's not all women. We're not gonna spread that out there.
That's why I wanted to make that very specific. Like I am not speaking to all women. I'm speaking specifically to the women that I have ran into.
Yeah. I mean, I've ran into the same thing. I've ran into women, and not gonna lie, being that where I am today in my life, I've kind of seen and dealt with kind of all types of women. Like I haven't talked to all women, but I believe that there's groups of different types of women. I
do agree with that.
So I've been with a lot of these different types of women, and I know how to maneuver do certain things. I know when they're trying to use me. I know when they're trying to finesse me. I know when they don't really like me, and like they still try. They obviously still try to run their game on me. And it's like I've had this game ran on me so many times. It never worked. I know what you're doing.
But at the end of the day, can you really blame them for shooting their shot if that's what they're going for? Who can really blame them for going after what they want? I'm not going to be your sucker to get there.
I never be him. I ain't gonna be him.
Yeah,
you ain't finna get me. I've seen too many men like be in bad situations because he wanted to believe she was telling him all these things, and it was not what it was. If that makes any sense.
Right.
And like just like the lady was the last lady was like, a lot of guys love hard, and it's like being that so many men, it's not all men, but a lot of men don't really understand their emotions. They understand how hard they do love, and you got women out here that's playing because they want a show, and you get these guys now when they mess up with these guys, they created a messed up guy. And the thing about that one guy that's messed up emotionally or whatever, he can just damage hundreds of women, and not on no physical, but like emotionally, mentally. Because now that he's hurt, he can talk. He can damage so many different women.
Well, that is true, King. But I'm gonna have to slightly disagree with you on that. At that point, it wouldn't be her fault that he's out there hurting women. It's his.
No.
Because he did not take his time to heal before he stepped into the next relationship.
No, I'm not.
That's what I mean. But that's why I say I slightly disagree with you.
No, I'm not saying that it's his fault. What I'm saying is a cause and effect. Is what I'm saying. I'm not saying whose fault it is, who's right or wrong. What I'm saying is, at the end of the day, what's happening in our society is a cause and effect. It's not whether it's right or wrong. It's a cause and effect thing. You have people out here, like even we go to women. You got people who blame women for certain things, but it's a reason why she's doing it. It's a cause of something else. And you have guys, whether it's right or wrong. But the thing about it is, we don't want to address the wrongs. We just want to say, "Oh, we'll heal first." But it's like a lot of folks, it take a lot out of them. A lot of folks, it's almost impossible in their mind. So, and then especially when we're in a society where we won't even bring up what happened to them. We just want to say, "Oh, we understand," but yeah, you gotta go past it. No. Acknowledge what they've been through. Acknowledge that he was a guy or a woman that gave her or his all and tried to do the right thing, and he was used or she was used and just damaged to the point where he or she just lost all faith in the opposite sex. and instead of us being acknowledging that fact, we just gonna say they wrong. So I'm not saying that he should not heal first, but at the end of the day, that's what happens. I'm not.
That is. I'm not going to disagree with you on that. What I'm saying, what I meant by that is, actually, I actually kind of do. How exactly can you communicate the hurt that you do feel and convey an actual message that leads to growth if you don't heal yourself enough to be able to get your message across properly?
But it's the thing. A lot of folks think they healed because they don't think about it no more. Like
see, that's avoiding something. That's not healing from it.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But there's a lot of people think that's what they're healed because they don't think about it like they used to. Like a breakup, people be like, as an example, people break up, and as soon as they break up, they go through that phase of want to talk to them, you want to reach out. Then as time progresses, you stop really feeling like that. And then once they stop feeling like that, they start moving on their day-to-day without really thinking about that person, and they think, okay, I'm healed, because they no longer are in that space of consistently missing this person or feeling that same hurt, but they haven't healed.
Right.
But we in a society where we just keep saying, oh, but you got to heal yourself. Like, but we don't. Most folks don't know that they're not healed, though.
Oh, right. I agree with that. Most people just stop the bleeding and then think the wound is healed.
Yeah.
There's a difference, and that and what I'm actually speaking about. It's about getting, letting yourself get through those emotions before, like, if you can't understand how you feel about something fully, how can you expect the next person? That's what I'm talking about. It's like the healing does need to start and get to a certain point before you can bring anybody else into it. Or all you're at the end of the day going to do is either overcorrect or play victim.
But this is the thing. This is the thing, and I'm not disagreeing. I'm not disagreeing totally with what you're saying. But at the end of the day, a lot of people heal by having somebody they can lean on. And it's not just like me. I had people. For me to genuinely heal, I had people that I had to lean on. People that just were able to understand, you know what I'm saying, not judge. They understood I was going through that, and that helped me in my healing process. If you're trying to heal while nobody's listening to you, you have nobody to lean on, that is one of the toughest ways to try to heal yourself. So people think they're healed. They think they have healed themselves, but they haven't. So they end up spreading so much damage to the rest of the world, or like women or men, for that simple fact that they don't have somebody to lean on. And you're saying, oh, how do you expect somebody to understand you? You understand yourself. Sometimes you don't understand yourself, but you have somebody that can listen to you.
Now, King, let me take a second and apologize for the miscommunication here. Maybe I came across. I'm not talking about not speaking to anybody. Mm-hmm. I'm talking about speaking to the person that did the damage. If
Which
that
one?
makes sense, like meaning the actual person that did the damage, meaning that ex that you're healing from. Meaning, like okay. At the end of the day, you can't complete your healing until you close out that chapter. And like at the end of the day, communication does still need to happen for you to be able to let that go. Mm-hmm. What I mean by you need to heal before you go and tackle the communication part, I'm not talking like, no, go find a friend, go find a counselor, find a confidant of some mm-hmm. kind, and do that healing before you go back to the person that did you the wrong, or try to build another relationship. Does that actually make sense now?
Yeah,
you should always go to your support system. Like it would be foolish not to. That's why a support system is a support system.
Oh, absolutely.
Meaning, but at the end, like when it comes to healing, there's still a level of confrontation that does need to happen for the healing to complete itself, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And if you don't get your mind right, all you're going to end up doing is, once again, either attacking the person or playing the victim when you actually try to do that communication piece. That's what I'm saying. Learn, like you got to heal yourself before you go and tackle the actual demon. You know what I mean? Lick your wounds. Fix your arm and get it out of a sling before you go back in and try to do battle again.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
No, absolutely. I think the miscommunication.
That's what I'm saying. I apologize. I apologize for the initial miscommunication. Yeah, and I realized that was on me actually speaking. Yeah,
I just because my original thing, I was speaking on what actually happens versus what needs to happen. And I think you came from a standpoint of what needs to happen, like what you're saying, healing yourself. Like you're talking about the steps of healing yourself, and what I was talking about was how things actually happen with people. That's why I say when you got a woman that's and it's not just women, it's men too. But the example that I was using, we have a woman that's out here for show, and she get a guy that was literally on some long-term things with her, and he gets to that point of being hurt, whatever case it is, and already with a guy who don't understand himself and all this, because that's the majority of guys anyway, that don't understand themselves, their emotions and different type of things, that has a lingering effect, an effect on other women, because now these guys, because I used to be one of them, and I know a lot of guys who was in the same position, and I had to realize that I never healed myself from it until I finally did, after I got with my last ex-girlfriend. So I was just speaking on the simple fact of how many men go through this, because men we're very selective of the women that we talk to or we settle down with. Like they say, women decide who they sleep with, men decide who they marry. It's some saying like that.
Exactly.
It's and it's like and that's the truth. So by that being the truth, men decide who they marry. Men put way more thought into doing it. If I'm not mistaken,
I think that statement was women control the sex, men control the commitment.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. And so that's the part I was coming from. And it's the same thing go how men do these women, and I feel like at some point we just have to acknowledge what we're doing. It's not just at the person that's healing. We have to acknowledge, like I had to acknowledge that I used to do women wrong. And when I was able to acknowledge I did women wrong, I was able to understand women. Cause like I can only imagine what the other guys are doing to them. You see?
Yeah, I actually agree with that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like when I finally acknowledged, like, bro, you was out here doing women all type of ways. And it wasn't nothing like crazy, like abuse and then like it was nothing like that. But it was like I was playing mental games with them, making manipulation, the young guy stuff. But me not knowing that's how I was taught to be with women, not knowing that was gonna have effects on them like it did, because I wasn't told how it was going to hurt women. I was told this how I was going to get them.
Right. Hey, you know what? I got to commend you, because if you figured that on your own, you're a better man than I am. It took somebody else telling me and basically throwing it right in my freaking face after a breakup.
Yeah.
He's like, well, bro, look how you've always been treating women up until now. It took a good friend telling me what I didn't want to hear for me to finally turn inward and see what I was doing wrong.
Yeah, but you know what's crazy? Like how I found out was me. When you break up with somebody, you go through the delete phase, going through your phone, deleting everything, all texts and pictures and videos. So I'm going through a deleting phase, and while I'm doing it, I see a video, and it was just black. It was like 5 minutes long. Like I'm like, what the hell is this? So I clicked on it. And I heard an argument that I had, and that I had, but I had an argument that I had. I heard an argument that I had, and within that argument, it was not how I thought it went down. And like as I listened, it was like, this is not what I remember happening. But I can't.
Right.
I can't.
This isn't how we rehearsed.
Yeah, and I was like, so. I guess me being angry, me being whatever, I projected on what I thought was really happening. So when it happened, I started to really dive in and think about everything my girlfriend at the time, but she was my ex when I had the video, when she was telling me consistently about myself. And I never understood it until I saw that video. I never understood it until I saw the video. I was like, that's what she was referring to. So that made me question everything that I had perceived as something. Like maybe that was not what was going on. Maybe that wasn't really what I thought it was. So that's when I started to really dive into myself and pay attention. Like, man, okay, how was I never really treated women great, because in my mind it was like, because you're not my girlfriend, so I'm not going to treat you like this. But when I got a girlfriend, I was so accustomed to treating women a certain way, I automatically treated her the same way. No matter what my intentions was, it was still coming off the exact same way.
Yeah, you just conditioned yourself at that point.
Exactly. I had conditioned myself and I had programmed myself to react to certain things, to be clueless to certain things, still not be able to listen to certain things, be judgmental with certain things. I was so conditioned to think, oh, you trying to play me? You trying to, like, I know what it is. Like, I was still in that phase because that was what I had built up over time. And I believe that's what happens with a lot of guys and a lot of women. So that's why when I talk about, I don't just try to talk about the healing thing. I try to talk about what actually happens. So the people on the other side that's doing it, because a lot of times we don't even realize that we are doing it. Like I said, I didn't know I was hurting women. I thought I was just getting them. I never cared about the hurt part. I never rationalized how it may affect them about what I'm doing. It's like, this is how you get them. You make them like you. You tell them certain things, and you make them laugh, and and not knowing this making her feel like, oh my God, he really likes me. He want to be with me. In my mind, nah, I'm just trying to lay you down. And then I do that, and then I'm like, I ain't tell you I liked you. I ain't tell you I wanted to be with you. And now these women out here suffering from what I did to them. And now when I sit back and look at how women are reacting or saying certain things, like, I can only imagine I didn't do it to you. It doesn't mean that other guys didn't learn the exact same thing that I learned.
Right. I do actually get that. Like, I definitely, specifically this, I'm actually kind of guilty.
I guess his phone died. But do y'all understand what I'm saying? Do y'all get what I'm finna get off this YouTube? But do y'all get what I'm saying? At some point, we can't just keep looking at the people that's being hurt and telling them to heal. It's like I honestly don't believe a lot of men and women understand how significant the things that we do to each other. And it's not like, because that's why I tell people, I don't think, and we rationalize things saying, oh, you a bad, he's a bad man, she's a bad woman. Like, no, they really not. They really not bad. They just, that's what they know to do. They don't know it's right. They don't know it's wrong. It's just what they know. And it's not, and you got some people who do know it's wrong after a certain amount of time. But most of us is damaged from our early teenage years and early 20s. And we just started seeing a trend of how women and men are. And as you get into your 30s and 40s, you like, this is how it is. But it started somewhere. I have been hurt by men. I mean, and that's kind of how it goes. Women have been hurt by men. Men have been hurt by women. But man, anyway, I appreciate y'all watching, man. I'm finna jump off. I'm trying to do a lot more lives on YouTube. Trying to get my YouTube up. I gotta get back to posting though. Anyway, man, y'all have a great night. Appreciate y'all tuning in. I may go live again sometime this week on YouTube. Appreciate y'all actually supporting me on YouTube and watching my YouTube. I appreciate y'all. Y'all have an amazing night. My service cut out. Yeah, man. Yeah, I know what have it just cut out in mid conversation. Well, all right, man. Y'all be cool. Have an amazing, what's today? Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday. Have an amazing weekend, man.